レッドウィングヒーローファルコ、この後すぐ。この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。By the spirit of freedom. Thank you, Chenji! レッドウィングファルコ。Okay, my microphone is not turned on. Alright then, let's do this again. Greetings and welcome, super friends. Yeah, Vtuber, Falco, at your service. Yeah, I forgot how to intro. Dang it. Wow. I must say that I have returned, but not really quite there yet. But because I'm still want to test some new things. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, I'm fully in 3D and now I have a full body tracking, but not quite responsive. So I'm just using the upper body, yeah, just the half one. So okay, once again, welcome, greetings and welcome, super friends. The name is Falco, also known as the Redwing Heroes. Now trying to be a virtual YouTuber instead. Hello bro, long time no see. Yeah, it's long time no see. I've been away for like what, a month or yeah, more than a month that I was out of commission because you know, My back hurts. Oh yeah, yeah. I really need to tell you about my current situation, right? Where have I been for lower health? Not I'm sorry, not lower health, upper health. Upper health. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. The waist down, I don't have any tracking at all because yeah, I'm currently sitting down. So what did you need? Why would you need full body tracking? It's going to be very janky. So yeah, I'm just testing some new new softwares, new things, new pipelines. So as you can see, wow, yeah, when I have whoa, okay, wow. Wow, subscribe for 10 months. Thank you for your service to Baru again. Yeah, wow. It's good. It's good. It's really good to see you guys once again. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get back fully this time. Yeah, like I said, tonight is going to be just for testing for testing for some new things, and I'd like to discuss some things with you, super friends. Oh, okay, hold on. Why is my live chat doesn't have any? Okay, let's see. Color correction. Okay, so I'm going to be full size now. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Unfortunately, because I was out of commission for like what a month or two. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, maybe more than a month that I've been out. So yeah, I'd like to use this chance tonight for, you know, trying to get back some things, you know, trying to get used to it. Yeah. Because yeah, I forgot how to intro, and I forgot to greet each and every one of you. We have Tubaru as always, my moderator. Okay, good to see you. And Zeno, glad you can join us. Thunderbird VT, it's Falco. Yes, it's me. Yeah, I'm back, but not fully back. Bakotsu, yeah, long time no see. Kusnol Iba, thank you very much for joining the stream. Selamat datang kembali ya. Okay, yeah. What would you need to use the lower health unless you plan to do a Sentai kick? Yeah, maybe later. If my setup provides, if my room provides, I'm going to have full body tracking. Yeah, maybe later. Maybe we're going to test that one out later. But for now, let's just take a chill night. You know, just a free talk session with all of you. So, where was I? Why was I out for more than a month? Because I have a back and waist problem. Yeah, I got a slip disc. Yeah, it's quite serious. Yeah, I got slip disc and it really hurt. Really hurt me. Really hurt me a lot. Right after I attend some convention, and for some reason, when I woke up the next day, I almost cannot get up. Not really almost. How do I put this? When I try to get up, yeah, when I try to get up, it really stings. Yeah, my back really stings. It hurts, really hurts. So when I got out of the bed, I tended to do rolling down. I literally rolling down from the bed in order for me to stand up. So wow, yeah, it was quite serious, and I have been a couple of therapy session, you know, in order to heal my back. But now I'm really good now. But let's see if I can sit down for longer than I had. You know, when the first time that I had slip disc, I can barely sitting down, like at all. It really hurts when I sit down. So yeah, I was in bed. Yeah, I was on bed almost the entire time, all day. Yeah, in order to ease my back, and you know, to decrease the pain. good to hear that it's improving. Sleep tics are no joke. Yeah, definitely. So, why did I get sleep tics in the first place, right? So when I attend the convention, I was in full costume, and for some reason my jacket hindered my movement, and then my mistake was I brought many things. Yeah, I brought too many things on my hand, on my shoulder, and of course I also need to watch over my son. And whenever my son's tired, I tend to carry him up. And then and we went to the convention by public transport, so it didn't help at all. Jinian, welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us. Glad you can join us. Hello, Mr. Sinar Terang. Ya, selamat datang kembali Jinian dan siapa tadi ya, si Hosnul Ibad ya. Ya, selamat malam dan selamat datang Super Friends. Terima kasih sudah hadir. Ya. Udah sebulan gak ketemu ya, udah lewat sebulan. Probably my Indonesian friends need to hear this. So, jadi alasan saya kenapa saya tidak stream selama lebih dari sebulan karena saya kena saraf kejepit. Ya, terutama di bagian punggung bawah sampai pinggang. Ya, itu rasanya sakit banget dulu. Jadi sebulan yang lalu itu saya kena saraf kejepit. Begitu bangun pagi-pagi, begitu mau kontraksi, waduh, rasanya sungguh menyiksa, menusuk. Jadi beneran menusuk. Jadi harus berguling kalau mau beneran bangkit dari tempat tidur, harus berguling. Duduk pun juga ketika itu juga duduk juga masih susah ya, karena itu juga tadi rasa sakit itu tadi, begitu duduk sakit banget rasanya. Jadi nggak kuat duduk lama. Jadi kemudian harus berobat ke tempat fisioterapi dan menjalani beberapa proses terapi selama sebulan kemarin terakhir. Sorry nggak tahu. Oh ya, saya belum mengumumkan ya pas saya hiatus kemarin ya. Pas saya umumkan hiatus ketika pas saya posting di Twitter, itu cuma saya ungkapkan, itu cuma saya bilang itu cuma masalah kesehatan. Sebenarnya lebih serius dari itu, saya kena saraf kejepit bulan lalu. Jadi ya. Tapi sekarang alhamdulillah udah lebih baik, sekarang udah bisa duduk, dan sekarang udah bisa begini. Jadi mumpung lagi istirahat, saya juga coba-coba sembari healing, sembari sembuh, sembari terapi, perlahan-lahan udah bisa duduk dengan nyaman. Kemudian kenapa nggak coba improve beberapa aset gitu, contohnya ini, saya kaget begitu ada software gratis yang bisa full body tracking bermodalkan webcam. Ya, ini pakai webcam saja. So, I'm very surprised that there's a free software that reads my full body. Yeah, it can do full body tracking just using a webcam. That is one of my biggest surprise this week. So, yeah. As you can see, I can do this now. Yay. So, maybe I'd like to show you the result of the full body for the new tracking with this henshin sequence right here, because at last my henshin sequence comes with a roll call. You can check it out. By the spirit of freedom. Thank you, Chenji. redwing, Falco. Yep, and there it is. Wow, well, what a joy I had when I experimented with this, and then I can do full roll call pose like this. Yep, redwing, Falco. Oh my god, it's so satisfying, and openingnya GG, not really an opening, it's a henshin sequence. Ya itu tadi kalau opening lain lagi nanti ya. Kalau opening nanti pengennya punya theme song sendiri, punya lagu sendiri. Jadi itu tadi lebih ke adegan henshin ya, adegan henshin terus pakai roll call pose seperti redwing, Falco. Ya, what a cool invention. Jadi wow, terima kasih banyak untuk seseorang atau tim yang sudah mendesain atau mendevelop software yang luar biasa ini. This is really a good surprise. The one of the biggest surprise that I have this week. So I'm very grateful for whoever developed the software. Whoever developed this software, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you. How do I give a thankful gesture? Because this was the intention that I had in mind 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, I envisioned my avatar to be like this because in the first place, I was inspired by Kizuna Ai, and Kizuna Ai was, in the first place, she already was a bona fide virtual YouTuber and in 3D form. Yeah, the Discord link is down again during break. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I forgot to update my Discord link. So hold on. Gonna crash out for now. Have a great time zone, everyone. Oh, Zeno. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, appreciate it. I hope you have a good night rest and thanks for stopping by. Zeno, I'll catch you later. Alright then, so where was I? The Discord link. So okay, yeah. I was away for a month, of course. The invite link is expired by a week. So of course I need to, definitely need to update it once a week. What a hassle, right? But yeah, that's what you gotta do. Okay, the link, I need to paste this, right? And then it should be right from the get-go. Okay, trigger it, and then voila. Okay, there it is. Yeah, people do be making a lot of stuff, a lot of useful stuff for everyone for free, and that's the idea. That's the idea. Some of the tracking software that I saw, even using even the one that using an AI, such as Deep Motion, for using the deep learning algorithm called Deep Motion. It's not free. You really need to subscribe. You really need to subscribe to Deep Motion, and you still need to have you still have some limitation on Deep Motion about the whole video. How much duration that you need to upload to Deep Motion for using tracking from videos. But now I can do what I want with this one. It's probably just a single person having made it to purely for the passion. Okay, let me check the name again. So it's called a 3D post tracker. So a 3D post tracker, and it's on Pixif. Yeah, it's on booth. It's on booth.pm. On Pixif, Booth is a Pixif website. So who is the username for this one? Pixif Factory Kara. Okay, I'd like to see the username who make this. Digital Standard. Oh, they also have a GitHub. Yeah, they also have a GitHub account called Digital Standard. So Digital Standard, wherever you are, I'm grateful for making this possible. I have waited for 5 years or maybe 6 years, added to my debut years, because I have been a VTuber for a year, more than a year. And for 6 years, I've been waiting for what was that thing again? I forgot how to speak. I forgot how to chat. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for super friends. Yeah, I've been away for too long, so I forgot how to chat. So yeah, really need to enhance my speaking skill more and more again, especially one of the upcoming event is going to use my total speaking skill, which we will get to it a bit later. So yeah, for 6 years I've been searching for an affordable way to do this, to do a lot of this, to do what Kizuna Ai did in 2018, possibly 2017 or 2018, 5 years ago or 6 years ago. When I saw her for the first time, when I saw Kizuna Ai for the first time, and yeah, in my mind I was, oh my goodness, I really want to do this. I really want to create my own avatar to be my own virtual YouTubers, because she was the one who popularized the virtual YouTuber culture. Yeah. Izuto 727. Halo Bang Falco. Halo juga Izuto, selamat datang kembali. Ya, paci-paci. Yeah, I cannot do a very immediate response for clapping. Yeah, because the tracking here relies purely on algorithm. Yeah, purely on software. I don't have any bodysuit. I don't have any physical tracking device or motion capture suit, because it is expensive. Even now, it has been many years, and I thought that the motion capture suit is going to be much more affordable, but turns out no, it's still expensive now. It's expensive then, it was expensive then, and then it's still expensive now. You need to have a couple of $1,000s for a motion capture suit, and that is the most affordable one, not the Hollywood level stuff. Yeah, just for a consumer level, that is still a very heavy investment that you need to make. Yes, ya, kembali lagi ya Izuto, selamat datang. Ya, good job. Selamat datang kembali ya. Sudah lama tidak berjumpa ya, sudah selama lebih dari sebulan tidak ketemu karena saya sakit. Bulan lalu saya sakit, saraf kejepit, slap disc kalau English term atau medical termnya. Jadi saya menghabiskan banyak waktu bulan lalu itu dengan terapi. Dan mumpung juga saya libur, saya coba beberapa eksperimen lagi, coba cari beberapa beberapa ngulik-ngulik lagi bagaimana cara untuk bisa berkembang lagi, bagaimana untuk mengupgrade update this 3D tracking version of me. Yeah, suits and trackers are still very expensive and still will be for a while, and that's the thing. I also bought a Sony Mocopi, the most affordable consumer level motion tracking device was actually a Sony Mocopi, made by Sony. So it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has six markers. Yeah, it's the shape is like this, like a coin. Yeah, like a coin that you need to strap in with a wristband, and you put it on your head, both of your wrists, your hip, and then both of your ankles. So 6 trackers in total, and you need to spend $400 for it. And it is still possibly the most affordable consumer level motion tracking device ever. But still, I had some issues with it. Yeah, but unfortunately, I had some issues with it. Why? Because Sony Mocopi is intended to be a mobile device. Yeah, intended to use mobile, not for a PC. Not to PC. So when I try to connect with my mobile device, with my smartphone, and keep in mind, my smartphone is 5 years old now. 4 or 5. Yeah, my smartphone is 5 years old. So by the time to do now, it has been obsolete. Although it's still running, yeah, my smartphone is still running, but not really responsive as it used to, right? So I successfully paired the device with my phone using Bluetooth, and keep in mind, yeah, Sony Mokopi use Bluetooth. Yeah, it's not a wired device. It's a wireless motion tracking device. Successfully paired to my device, and when I try to calibrate it on my phone, it keeps failing. And I spent for like 30 minutes more. Yeah, 30 minutes or more, and then they decided to work. And the result looks good, but because my phone is obsolete, the frame rate is not good. You know, I'd like to show you some of the results that I have. I'm not sure if I can send that phone, so okay, I'll be right back. Ya, oke. Jinin, kalau sekarang sudah sembuh, sekarang sudah lebih baik. Ya, setidaknya sudah lebih baik. Tapi kalau saya misalnya angkat alat berat, atau misalnya jongkok, atau berpose ekstrim, ya berpostur ekstrim, itu masih ada rasa sakit sedikit. Ya, setidaknya kalau bangkit dari bangun tidur, mau tidur atau bangkit dari bangun tidur, atau duduk seperti sekarang, ya sudah agak lebih nyaman. Cuma kalau bisa ya jangan terlalu lama kita ya. Mungkin kita bakal stream mungkin cuma 1 jam atau 1,5 jam ya. I'm probably going to stream this only for 1 hour or 1.5, because you know I cannot still sit down for too long. So bye bye donathon plans. my donathon plans is shattered now. Yeah, I'm planning to do a donathon, but unfortunately with my health condition doesn't allow me to do so, unfortunately. Jangan dipaksain, atau ya nggak dipaksain sih, ya ini lagi santai sih, masih santai. Mr. Pizzo, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Hi, greetings. Oh, that tracking when reaching really did look good. Yeah, it's really surprising, right? Really catching my movement through the camera, through the webcam. And I need to point out though, my webcam over here just cost me $15, or maybe less. I forgot. So it cost me less than $20. It's a cheap webcam, but it allowed me to do this. So imagine if I have the more expensive one, the more bona fide, such as the Logitech G or something, whatever. C or G. Logitech C920, if I'm not mistaken, for 980p resolution and 60 FPS. Is going to be very much more robust, I think. But I'm happy with I got right now. So maybe next month, or possibly okay, maybe next month or next 2 months I can afford the Logitech webcam. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to reach out my cable also. Yeah, it looks more natural now. When I pick up some things, when I try to do some natural gesture, it really looks natural. Yeah, I really hope that I can have more engagement with this. Because I will have more higher appeal now compared to when I still used my Live 2D. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Live 2D model, but the rigging was not very robust, and the rigger himself was I have a lot of issues with him, but not that big. I just didn't really trust him that well, because when I asked him for some progress, he did some, just gave me some excuses, any excuses. when I tried to ask him for some progress, still gave me some excuses because when it's not ready. But so yeah, probably not going to work with him again, and hopefully I can afford a new rigger. Yeah, and she is the same rigger as the Gold Guardians. Yeah, and the Gold Guardians new model has a new had a new rigger, and she's going to take charge on my model later on. Ketika Falco bertemu, Goju Wolf be like, "Ow!" So a bit sketchy then, I see. Yeah. The name I'm not going to mention the name, but the name is going to be revealed, yeah, later on my credit scene. Okay, because yeah, it's still yeah, I still need to credit him because yeah, the model is finished, so therefore I used it, and therefore he got my credit. Yeah, he got the credits on my credits title. But by the time when Contra, okay, the name of the new rigger is Contra. When Miss Contra is going to finish, or yeah, taking charge of my model, she is going to replace my old rigger. You know, she's going to replace him on the credit scene. So there's that. Speaking of Goju Wolf, yeah, speaking of Gojuja, I have finally the Tega Sword arrived. You know, the deluxe Tega Sword has arrived to my place, and I cannot wait to show you. Possibly in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be the return of my unboxing stream. And I have a couple of Sentai rings as well to play with it. But yeah, but the thing is, I only have the basic model. Yeah, I only have the basic set. You know, with the Tega Sword itself, and only 2 rings. The default packaging was with, you know, just 2 rings, the Goju Wolf ring and Tega Sword Red ring. You know, the one that he called the Wolf Decaliber ring. Yeah. So there's that. So where was I? So we're going to sidetrack. We're going to sidetrack again. I really need to, you know, enhance my speaking skill once again. You know, try to get focus. Ketika Falco bertemu dengan versi palsu, be like, Oh yeah, I'd like to show you something again. Yeah, I'd like to show you what I've been working on when I was gone for a month, and there it is. In case you remember that, I have, yeah, okay. Where do I point? Where do I pointing? Where am I pointing? Okay, so here is the emoji sets that currently available on Twitch. Yeah, both on Twitch and Discord. So if you, so in order to use these emojis, you really need to watch my Twitch streams, because yeah, finally I have a validated status, and therefore I have the perks of, you know, making my custom emojis. So there it is. Yeah, I made this by myself. I drew these myself, and look at that. And for the first one from the left, there is the thumbs up. You know, the okay. You know, so just straight up thumbs up gesture. And the second one, the upper middle one, is the you know, Nazimiterendesu. Okay, so can I hide from the you know, from the image behind the image? Yeah, Nazimiterendesu. One of my favorite memes from Kamen Rider Blade. So there's that. This is the reference from the very first episode when Kamen Rider Garen just watching Kamen Rider Blade got his ass kicked by an undead. So Kanzaki or Kamen Rider Blade was like, Tachibana-san, Nazimiteru desu. And then and Garen was just watching. You know, Garen's also called Tachibana-san, aka Tachibana-san. Oh my wadarida. So there it is. There's the meme that I really love, and to the extent that I love the meme so much that I believe it's going to be my, my trademark. Not really my trademark because it's still Toys property. But when I got a yeah, there it is. Okay, so back to that. Oh, in my birthday, in my birthday stream, so Zeno sent me a video, a surprise video from my Vtuber friends, from my Toku Vtuber friends, and they ended the video with Honore Falco, and then God said it on the video. Nasimiterundesu. Oh wow, they responded almost instantly, not even a second after pressing it. Oh, maybe the Twitch got the Twitch got better now with the links or with the browser source. Oh, okay, good for them. Yeah, thank you, Twitch. Thank you for yeah. Yeah, I believe the Twitch is more responsive now. So yeah, be sure to check out my Twitch point redeem also. There's a lot of some alerts based on some iconic tokusatsu moments, basically memes. So let's get back to the emojis, okay? The third one, okay, I'm pointing the wrong direction because it's mirrored. So the third one is the open wallet, yeah, the empty wallet meme. So yeah, it really encapsulates my situation, right? Yeah, whenever I bought something Toku related, my wallet just cried and just got empty for some reason. Because of my impulsiveness. Yeah, don't get me wrong. My family still has their needs, I still haven't neglected my family needs, so don't worry. I still have fun. I still have funds for that. But when it comes to the hobby funds, I'm basically almost out of money. Because I impulsively bought the Sony Mokopi for $400, and then the bills kept piling up because of my pre-order just came right at me non-stop with the Superman McFarlane figures, yeah, ranging from action figures. Yeah, I got this Superman figure, in the spirit for the movie that's coming soon on theaters. Yeah, I cannot wait to see Superman on the big screen. And all the way to my belt, yeah, I have a new belt, the Kamen Rider Kuga Arcle, the deluxe from the China market exclusive Kamen Rider Kuga in the spirit of 25th anniversary of Kuga. I might as well have to have the deluxe belt, but not the 2000, the year 2000 version. It's the same product as the Ultraman ones that I have at home. They remake the belts using the CSM molds, and then they rebranded as deluxe. They cut the corners, such as the strap. There's going to be more the deluxe standard strap, and fewer sound samples. But the main sound samples still right there, still inside, such as the transformation sound effects, the form changes, the Hitsazu attack, the finishing attack, the rider kicks, still good. And I love the belt already. And all the way to the deluxe Tega sword. So imagine my wallet has been tortured. So now I don't want to buy any more toys currently at the moment. I need to replenish some of the funds in order to support this channel. And maybe if if you'd like to support my channel, be sure to check out my Coffee account. So just pledge me for like $1 or $2. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not really compelled you to do so. But if you decided to do so, I'm very grateful, very thankful from the bottom of my heart. So there's that. And for the lower left one on the emoji right here is the standard Kamen Rider Ichigo pose. Okay. And the middle and the lower middle is the just straight up, just number one pose, yeah, Ichiban. And the lower right is the meme from the Futurama. Yeah, don't mistake it from The Simpsons, although it has the same visual style, the same art style as The Simpsons. It was from Futurama. Yeah, shut up and take my money. And I love that meme so much, and really encapsulates my own situation also as well. And then moving on, okay, so these 6 are my old sets. I've been using these for like a month. I've been added these one for like a month. Oh no, not month. So for a year, maybe more than a year. I didn't remember the first time that I implement these emojis on Twitch. And so there's that. And then I've added some more. So these are the new emojis that I've been drawing for the past few weeks. There it is. Yeah, only 4 at the moment. Yeah, I'd like to add some more if I have more free time again. So here it is. It has 4 emojis now. Okay. Yeah, that iconic panel from One Punch Man, the Saitama panel. Just straight face, like, okay. Yeah, I love it. So the first one is the Ultraman Rise pose. For like, I love the pose. It's a classic pose, so therefore I need to draw it as a reference to that. And the second one is, of course, the One Punch Man panel from the manga and from the anime also. I believe it's on anime also, right? Yeah, recreated on anime. And yeah, I just like it. I just like the panel, and it's really funny. Yeah, therefore I need to draw that also. And the third one is my classic pose. Yeah, my classic roll call pose. And with the explosion at the back, standard Super Sentai trope. And the fourth one is going to be my hype train emote. If I ever going to have a hype train in the first place, right? I only have one hype train moment when I did a birthday stream. Yeah, and it was months ago. But if there's going to be any hype train again, this is going to be the emoji. So right here, just going to be hype. Yeah, hype. Another explosion. My eyes light up. So there's that. Just a standard, for hyping up pose. So there it is. So at the moment, just 4 of these. I'm going to add more if I have any free time again. Oh, and one quick bonus that I haven't included on the image is this one. Yep, it's this one. This is my dedicated thumbs up emoji. So if you join our Discord, me and Gold's Gold Guardians Discord server, there is always a thumbs up. So I did one for him, the robot hand thumbs up, and then of course I need to have this one. So why the Batarang looking weapon attached to my hand? If I'm going to have only the thumbs up, it's not going to be much different than a regular thumbs up, right? Because I'm using my standard glove, only a standard, just a plain glove, a plain gray or dark black glove. So it's not going to be very distinctive. So therefore I added the wing kata. So this weapon is called wing cutter. Yeah, it's a reference to Batarang, because I love Batman very much. So there's that. So a quick announcement. So okay, here comes a quick announcement. Okay, why am I testing this tonight while streaming? Because I need to see if this can be applicable to my stream, and thankfully it's working wonders. And next week I'm going to have a stage debut. Yeah, I'm not joking. A couple of friends going to mengadakan apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya, lupa. Yeah, I'm going to have a stage debut next week. So okay, let me see. Okay, let me see if I still have the poster. Okay, I'm going to search for the poster. Okay, hang on, superfriends. Mengadakan apa bahasa Inggrisnya? Saya lupa. Mengadakan. Oh, organize. Yeah, I forgot about that. So, a couple of friends that I knew in Tokusatsu community is going to organize a local Tokusatsu event in my country, in my city, in my country, Indonesia. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not for it's not for overseas. It's for my Indonesian friends. So, untuk teman-teman yang di Indonesia ya, untuk teman-teman penonton di Indonesia ya, super friends di Indonesia, saya bakal di stage next week ya, minggu depan saya bakal mungkin pertama kalinya debut di panggung stage. Ya. Jadi minggu depan tuh ada event namanya Tokubum. Ya, Tokubum yang diselenggarakan oleh beberapa teman dari komunitas Tokusatsu. Salah satunya Captain Justice. One of the organizers was Captain Justice. So here it is. Okay, there it is. This is the poster. I can't wait to share it to you. So here we go. So there it is. Yeah. So there it is. It's called Tokubum. Yeah, it's on Jakarta in my city. So unfortunately, it's not for overseas. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make it live. So probably going to make a separate video of it. So here it is, Tokubum. It's a local Tokusatsu community event in Indonesia. So it's going to be next week. So it's going to be next week on 12th and 13th of July. That's on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going to appear on Saturday on 12th July. Jadi untuk super friends yang di Indonesia, kalau masih ini masih ada yang nonton nggak sih? Udah nggak kelihatan lagi batang hidungnya mana nih? Jinian, Kosnul Ibad. Udah pada tidur kali ya? Oh ya, Izuto ya masih. Oke, jadi ini ada lokal, ada lokal. Ada event tokusatsu lokal, ya, event komunitas tokusatsu lokal di Jakarta yang bernama Tokubum. Dan saya bakal debut stage di hari Sabtunya di tanggal 12. Jadi malam ini tuh sebenarnya testing kalau semuanya berjalan dengan lancar. Ini OBS-nya lancar, software trackingnya lancar, webcamnya juga lancar. Barangkali nanti bawa laptop ke sana karena ini masih pakai PC. Jangan khawatir, laptop saya juga cukup kuat spesifikasinya. Jadi bakal bisa debut di pentas nantinya untuk di hari Sabtu tanggal 12. Dan ada juga di event komunitas tersebut juga macam-macam acaranya. Ada cosplay tentu saja, kalau tokusatsu pasti tidak lepas dari cosplay. Coswall competition ada hadiahnya. Jadi kalau mau ikut silahkan. Terus ada karaoke juga. Jadi kemungkinan saya juga mungkin join karaoke juga di Tokubom. Tapi ya lihat situasi dan lihat rantaunya juga nanti sama panitia sama organizer. Ya, jadi ada macam-macam tenan, macam-macam booth, dan bakal banyak ketemu sama local hero di sana seperti Captain Justice, Kirana Renjani, dan beberapa tim cosplayer yang cukup luar biasa. Ya, contohnya Showtime Hero. Kalau Showtime Hero itu satu tim yang cosplaynya itu sudah high quality. Jadi begitu mereka tampil itu udah pakai kostum yang super high quality dengan aksi yang memukau di atas panggung. Jadi bagi yang ada di area di Jakarta dan sekitarnya boleh bisa datang ke Lipo Mall Puri di Tokubum. Kalau misalnya bukan tinggal di Jakarta, jangan khawatir. Mudah-mudahan kalau nggak repot, saya bakal bikin video. Separate ya, bikin video VOD-nya, bikin video on demand-nya untuk cover acara nanti di Kofum. So for the super friends that from overseas, so don't you worry. I'm trying my best to cover this event. I'd like to show you the event that they're going to working hard to organize this, because this is going to be the first time in Indonesia that's going to be cover a lot of local tokusatsu community, and this is purely dedicated to tokusatsu. So there's not going to be any games related or anime like some of the conventions to do so. Yeah, like a pop culture in general. So this is a purely tokusatsu event. So definitely going to check it out. I'm trying my best to make the video coverage of this event. So I cannot promise someday because I'm only my own person going to be there. So I don't have any crew. I don't have any crews with me yet. I don't have any assistants. Possibly I'm going to do this by myself, alone. Yeah, maybe some help with one organizer or two, but still, I provide all of my stuff by myself. Yeah, I'm alone in this part. So yeah, I was really happy that the organizer is going to decided to invited me as in a talk show later on in this event. It's going to be my stage debut. So fingers crossed. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I really hope that I can make it. I really hope that I can do this properly using the tools that I have currently right now, because thankfully the software is really good now. It's really handy. So thank you Digital Standard on GitHub, wherever you are. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart, so thanks. I'm going to have my first stage debut for a tokusatsu theme. Yeah, for a tokusatsu hero VTuber. It's going to be first of its kind. In my country at least. So there's that. So that's the current announcement. So, yeah. Suddenly I'm feeling nervous. Do you feel nervous? I don't know. Suddenly I'm feeling nervous right now. So yeah. So what else that we need to talk about? So it has been almost 1 hour left. So oh yeah. If you wonder what, okay, I need to rephrase that. In case you haven't realized, this Sunday, earlier this morning, the new Kamen Rider teaser has been has been uploaded, has been uploaded to YouTube. It's called Kamen Rider Zetsu, and it was awesome. So maybe let's use the time that we have left to react to Kamen Rider Zetsu, or possibly maybe from Omega, I think, or possibly something from the Gojuja. But keep in mind, I'm going to mute the audio because the copyright strike is going to be not very generous with us. So okay, so I will be right back. I will set up the watch along room after these messages.
Rider 変身光る回る変身ベルトスカッと変身行くぞスノーマンとライダーキック変身ベルトを締めて強くなろう光る回る変身ベルト光る回る変身ベルト仮面ライダーバルムワン正義の握手を交わしたライダーベルトが光る回るバルムベルトのボップが鳴る
僕はライダー僕はバルマン
正義の変身ベルトを締めて強くなろうと改造人間がやってきたライダーバルム嵐
良い秘密がみんなわかるぞ
頑張れ改造人間3つセットで新発売仮面ライダーミニサイクロン号変身オートマスクで君の三輪車もミニサイクロン号だバンダイの仮面ライダーミニサイクロン号新発売遠い国からやってきた強い仲間がそれに悪者なんか怖くないいじめっ子でも怖くないさあ言うけどれに僕らのドレミだ
ドラミに乗って仮面ライダーになろう
ブリヂストンのドレミ出動せよライダー隊
行くぞ
どんなに厳しい道だって悪に向かって突き進む胸に輝くペンダントヘイゾーセブン強いぞセブンブリヂストンのドレミセブン変身 V3 回れダブル台風ドーンライダー3兄弟正義のエネルギークロス V3 ダブル台風新発売1、2号のライダーベルトもあるよパンチだパワーだ
ふりかけだおいしいよ
君も強くなるぞポピーのちびっこふりかけ新発売走れハリケーン回る回る台風君はジュニアハリケーン号君は台風ハリケーン号だ
自転車ちゃんと売ってるよ
ハリケーン号オートマスク新発売出動せよライダー隊
行くぞ
どんなに厳しい道だって悪に向かって突き進む胸に輝くペンダントヘイゾーセブン強いぞセブンブリヂストンのドレミセブン光る回る超能力変身ベルト X ライダーライドルポピーより新発売光る回る変身ベルト行くぞ山嵐強さの秘密アマゾンライダー変身ベルトコンドラーポピーより新発売仮面ライダーストロンガーは電気人間であるコイルスプリングをスパークしてストロンガー変身ベルトエレクトラに作用させストロンガーに変身するのだストロンガー変身ベルトエレクトラポピーより新発売
ライダーストロンガーは電気人間である。彼の操るカブトローは電子制御によって空中高く回転することができる。ジョー・シゲルの持つ超能力はコイルスプリングを交差することによって発生する強烈な電気エネルギーでストロンガー変身ベルトエレクトラに作用し、仮面ライダーストロンガーに変身できるのだ。ストロンガー変身ベルトエレクトラ、ポピーより新発売。ライダー変身、光る回る変身ベルト、スカッと変身、行くぞスノーマンとライダーキック、変身ベルトを締めて強くなろう。光る回る変身ベルト。
Why it keeps playing? Why it keeps playing? Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to mute. The. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I'm going to mute my speaker. So yeah, who knows if we can avoid the copyright strike from Toei and Bandai. So I'm not going to take that risk. Yeah, at the other time when I tried to react to Space Guardian, the Chinese Super Sentai, I got a copyright strike. So one of my stream vanished at some time. But thankfully, when I tried to appeal, and the stream is back. But then I was forced to, cut the clip from any mention from the Space Guardian. So yeah, unfortunately, and yeah, why didn't the Twitch alert got popped up? So thank you for the follow, Izuto727. Yeah, I'm very sorry. So the alert wasn't really loud, or I didn't get any Twitch alert from that follow. So yeah, anyway. So here we go. Let's react to the Kamen Rider Zetsu. Oh. Oh, look how cool he is. Don't lose your dream. Okay, that's nice. Mezamiro. Kamen Rider Zetsu. Okay. In September. Hatsubaichu. Okay, we have a new visitor around here, and Freaky. Oh, are you new here, or was it oh, I believe you. Oh yeah, sorry. I believe you have been here before, right? Freaky Ricky, glad you could join us. Welcome to stream. Yeah, hi, hello. Long time no see. Yeah, maybe because I've been away for some time, so yeah, I tend to forget some things. I'm really sorry for the super friends. Yeah, I was away for a month, more than a month. So yeah. Thankfully, I'm going to stream this tonight with some testing. The setup works, and we're going to react about Kamen Rider Zetsu. And it's strange to see a rider not wear anything on their waist. ZO Shin ZO J doesn't have any belt strap. Inikah rider terbaru di tahun 2025 ini? Ya, benar. Ya, di tahun 2025 bulan September bakal ada rider baru setelah Kamen Rider Gabu. Kamen Rider Zetsu. Pronunciation-nya oke, Zetsu, tapi kenapa tulisan Latinnya masih seperti ini? Makin susah dieja. Oke. Kamen Kaizoku. Max Pirate, guys. Hey. Glad to see you. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us. Welcome. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, Max Pirate Guys or Kamen Kaizoku Kaisto. Yokoso. Just woke up. Oh, is it morning over there? Oh yeah. Let me check my time. Oh yeah, it's almost. Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock over here. It's 10 p.m. Oh yeah, I really need to readjust again. I need to see whether the Yeah, my mirror mode is going to be off now. Okay, now I'm going to face that direction, you know, in conjure to the screen. Yeah. So not going to be very wakey pose. So there, 11 a.m. but lazy Sunday. You know. Oh yeah, it's still Sunday over there. Yeah, it's still Sunday over there. Yeah, I hope you have a nice. I hope you have a nice Sunday, guys. Enjoy your enjoy your day off. It has been too long. I see you pop in my chat once in a while. Yes, because I had the chance to do so. Yeah, I was in bed. I was in bed. I was bedridden. So, of course, I'm going to be, you know, bored. I don't know. I don't have anything with me, such as sketchbooks or maybe my portable devices such as 3DS and my phone. I'm going to be seriously bored. Yeah, I'm going to be seriously bored. So of course I'm going to have my phone at me, and yeah, I catch your streams, and has been delightful that I can catch your stream at the appropriate time. The ad starts in 4 minutes. Oh my goodness! So this is going to be okay. This is going to be quick. Okay, let's see that. Okay, let's see that one again. Let's see in some slow motion. Let's see in slow motion. Okay, I'd like to see some of the details. Playback speed, 1.5, or is it too slow? Possibly going. Okay, this is a little bit slower. Appreciate, yeah. The appreciation is all mine. The honor is all mine. Okay, Zetsu. Okay, look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy right here. One such, you know, a clean silhouette. I love me some clean silhouette heroes. You know, I'm a little bit tired to see some cumbersome armors on tokusatsu heroes. You know, don't get me wrong. I have my own power ups, and my final form is going to be armored. But I'd like to have some, you know, clean silhouette, and you know, for the sake of mobility. You know, for the sake of mobility and the clean silhouette, I really dig this design a lot. So the eyes, okay, the eyes, he looks like Spider-Man. He looks like Spider-Man now with the eyes, and with the sharp edges right on the middle, almost looks like a symbiote Spider-Man eyes or Venom eyes, right? Gotta agree with that at least. The clean silhouette. I made my thoughts really clear on Twitter. Whoa, same taste over here. Okay, nice. Glad we can agree on something, guys. Yeah. And this is the most radical part. Yeah, the most radical part before. Oh yeah, it's 2 minutes until break time. At break time, I'm going to switch on. I'm going to switch to the eye catch again in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm going to say this quick. Yeah, it's really strange to see Kamen Rider not wearing any belts on the waist. But then again, a lot of the riders nowadays not using the belts for the transformation. They use guns, swords, weapons, and all of some sorts. So to see this radical looking belt, looks like a sling bag rather than a belt, but it's kind of like a belt actually, but it looks like a sling bag. Yeah, it's really radical, and I really like how they painted red, you know, in order to invoke some of the classic Kamen Rider Ichigo design. Also, it looks like the muffler, don't you agree? It looks like the red scarf that Ichigo always wears. You know, the way that it rounds the sling bag to be the red color, right? Kind of looks like the red scarf, right? The red muffler that Ichigo always wears. Really nice touch. And the bodysuit, my dear lord, the bodysuit, the muscle suit. It is a sling bag, and it's weirdly naked without a belt. Yeah, of course. Needs a real scarf though. Yeah. I think we have seen the traditional muffler already, and to make the sling bag as a muffler replacement, kind of interesting though. It's kind of really interesting. Yeah, the sneakers. Yeah, kind of looks like the 01 shoes all over again. You know, the Pixie or the sneakers shoes, rather than the high the high ankle or the high shin boots one. Okay, 54 seconds until break time. So unfortunately, I'm going to switch to the eye catch again in order to, to provide the ad breaks. Very Miles Morales, not my favorite. The red and black color scheme, possibly, yeah. Oh, and look at that bike. That's going to be my most interesting, my most interest in the design. Yeah, I'd like to see the full design of that bike. It looks sporty, but not too sporty. But at least it doesn't a motocross anymore. Doesn't look like a trail motorsport anymore. But I dig how futuristic and simple it looks for the bike over here. I love the bike already. Oh my goodness, I really want to toy. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be right back after these messages.
Rider 変身光る回る変身ベルトスカッと変身行くぞスノーマンとライダーキック変身ベルトを締めて強くなろう
Yeah, once again, I'm going to take this moment to have an advertisement break, commercial break, if I must say.
光る回る変身ベルト仮面ライダーバルムワン正義の握手を交わしたライダーベルトが光る回るバルムベルトのボップが鳴る
僕はライダー、僕はバルマン。
正義の変身ベルトを締めて強くなろうと改造人間がやってきたライダーバロム嵐
良い秘密がみんなわかるぞ。
頑張れ改造人間3つセットで新発売
Okay, the ad break almost ends. Okay, please let it be end. So I appreciate it if you watch the ad because it makes penny for me. It makes a penny for me. So I really appreciate it if you stay all the way through the advertisement. The 30 seconds. Okay, we're back. What the heck? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, welcome back everybody, and whoa, glad you could join us, Risanda Taufik Syahidina. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. How is it? How is it going? Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, I've been away for more than a month, so I'm glad and I'm back to my feet now, quite literally, because I have a back and waist condition called slip disc. And therefore I cannot sit for too long, but thankfully I'm feeling much better now. But so let's see if I can do this again. I try to remember how things went for the stream and testing my new stuff. As you can see, I have my 3D tracking, full body tracking, but for now just for the upper torso. But as you can see, it works wonders. And oh yeah, Risanda Taufik Syahidina, minggu depan saya diundang untuk menjadi pembicara di talk show di Tokuboom. Jadi kita bakal ketemu. Ya, kita bisa jadi bakal ketemu nanti minggu depan. Ya, jadi stay tuned for that. Anyway, so smooth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see the comments again on the live chat. Maybe they put the henshin device on his chest, I guess. Yes, definitely, Freaky Ricky. Yeah, it's revealed that the key item, that the Zetsu going to put the key items onto his chest. You know, the belt, the driver is on his chest. You know, kind of inspired by a sling bag. You know, really looks like a belt in a first glance, but slingback is very radical approach for a driver. So I'm really interested to see how the deluxe toy would look like or how it function, right? Okay, the bike is definitely looks great. Yeah, I'm seeing this on the monitor in HD. I can see the details. Oh my goodness, I love how it looks. It's a like a retro future, right? It kind of is. It's just like the rider itself. Yeah, the rider himself it's kind of like a futuristic version of Ichigo. The bike is kind of like the futuristic version of the Cyclone. Yeah, if you look closely with the paint, with the white and red color scheme with the red stripes. Yeah, definitely looks like a cyclone to me, and I love it for it. I love it. I love it. I cannot wait to see the some toys for that. Yeah, I definitely need to have this in HHF figure arts. Oh, good lord. Yeah, but if there will be enough bike scenes, yeah, that's the thing about the Kamen Rider nowadays. The bike scenes getting fewer and fewer each year because because of the emission regulation on the road safety, traffic safety, not traffic, really traffic. There's not going to be any traffic in Toy Studios. What the heck? Please more bike scenes. Please more bike scenes. It's going to be waste. It's going to be such a waste not to use this awesome looking bike. I love the bike so much. Please Toei, please make the bike scenes epic and more. We need more. Okay, forgive my rant. Okay, okay, you need to ease myself. Okay, take a deep breath, Falco. Take a deep breath. Yeah, I love the bike. I really hope Toei can make good bike scenes again with it, because holy crap, it's going to be such a waste not to use this good looking bike, man. Please, because of the just road safety regulation and emission regulation, blah blah blah. But so why Kamen Rider need to ride rider mission in the first place, right? So by this time, Kamen Rider is going to be very obsolete. Unless okay, I'm going to make a prediction about this bike. Wait. Okay, I have my theory, but my theory is gone. Because I see a muffler, not a muffler, exhaust. I'm seeing an exhaust pipe. So my theory was the bike is electric. because we have nowadays we have electric motorbikes now, especially maybe not that many electric superbikes, but I definitely want to see an electric superbike. But yeah, I'm still seeing some kind of an exhaust pipe, so it's not an electric, is it? I'm really hoping that the bike is electrical, because in order to avoid the emission regulation, maybe we can have more bike scenes. Time will tell, and moves with time. It's really relevant these days. If he's going to be very futuristic, might as well is going to use an electric superbikes. Why not? The technology is there. Okay, Rider Machine looks amazing. A shame we don't see a lot of bike scenes anymore. Yes, like I said before, emission regulation and traffic, road safety regulation, all that stuff. Yeah, that's why we saw fewer and fewer bike scenes from Kamen Rider shows. Yep. Oh yeah, Risanda Taufik reacting to my to my showcase about 70s ad 70s advertisement of Kamen Rider. Yeah, feels nostalgic, even me not from 70s. We need that kind of advertisement again, right? We need those commercial messages again. Why not? Mars from World 5, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Okay, thank you. Yeah, long time no see, by the way. Yeah, I saw the teaser trailer from Kamen Rider Zetsu. Yeah, this is what we're seeing right now. I gotta say, your stream scenes and theme is really awesome. Really behaves like a toku show with the opening, sponsor, eye catchers, and eye catchers and everything. You're doing amazing. Thank you very much, guys. That's a very huge compliment to you. I almost don't deserve it, but I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, hugely appreciate it. But the one thing that I lack right now is my own theme song. That I really hope that I have a theme song of my own. But in order to order some commission, in composing, I need to hire some composer for this. Not cheap. Not cheap. Composers are not cheap. Those are expensive. My goodness. But maybe if you'd like to support me, or if you'd like to support me anyhow, if you'd like to support me, I really appreciate it. Who knows if I can afford to have my own theme song. That's the only one thing that I lack. That's the one thing that I lack in order to make my stream like an episode of a full-on tokusatsu show, because that's the idea from the get-go. That's from the start. I really want to have my stream to be as close to the tokusatsu show as possible, and that's the general idea. So thank you very much. I have mixed feeling about its design. Some say it kind of looks like an AI generated image, at least for the conceptual. But of course, if we see the suit, it definitely real. But the concept itself, suspiciously kind of from an AI generated image. Even some of the background that we're going to see later on looks like an AI generated image, and that is going to be a very conflicting feeling in our hearts, because how dare Toei, how dare, if you're going to use AI generated for this show, blimey if although if I'm going to like it, I'm not going to support it. If Toei decided to use AI for their whole show, not good. I don't want it. The bike does looks good. Okay. Zetsu is definitely going to have very neat merch. Cyclone but modern. Cannot wait if that bike can become a battleizer like in the rumor. There was a rumor. There's a rumor that the bike can turn into an armor like a battleizer. Okay, Risanda Taufik, I see your point. I saw some protruding details like a hinge and some, suspiciously similar hubcaps on the front and the back. Going to be symmetrical. It's going to the wheel's going to turn, and it's going to be joined together to be a symmetrical shape. Yeah, very suspicious. Yeah, it's kind of look like a battleizer. It can be turned into a battleizer to me. Like an armor power up. I guess that's a good point from Risanda Taufik. But still, I love the bike. Who cares? I love the bike. Probably expensive though. Yeah, possibly. Recent Kamen Rider shows have more Kamen than Rider. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I remember when the early Heisei had a lot of bike scenes with cars. Yeah. Yeah, back then, even with traffic, even in their studio, they had traffic. Yeah, even Kamen Rider Drive, they still had some car chase scenes in Kamen Rider Drive. Yeah, how dare Toei is not going to use this bike for more bike scenes? It's going to be wasteful. Okay, bike race scene or bike battle like Blade versus Chalice or Caris. Hope so. Yeah, would have been smart, but that still would have not used it on the streets. Yeah, they had their own studio. Even they had streets on their studio. That's how they shoot some of the bike scenes from Zero One. They only did it in studio. Okay. Electric bike which powered by Dream. That's going to be very cool concept. I'll talk with a friend and they could at least do like double and film on the bike, not actually running on the truck bed. Yeah, Zero One did it, and I believe Kamen Rider the first also did with some trailer or truck bed in some sort. But for safety reason, yeah, for some stunts and safety reasons, it's going to be, yeah. Of course, they're going to need the flatbed or flatbed truck or trailer, to suspend the bike, to suspend the bike upward, straight. It's like classic Kamen Rider but modernized. Yeah, futuristic. I can imagine that it's not cheap at all to make a theme. Yeah, okay. Many people use AI for the song, but it's effort to make by self because the song is self-made to have a spirit and soul. Okay, now there's the thing. Okay, that's the thing about AI. Sure, AI is cool and all. Yeah, even my tracking is done by maybe by AI of some sort, by algorithm, but I'm not going to use any AI generated images for me. Yeah, at least for me. But for my character, I'm going to make it with love and care, with creativity. As versatile as AI is going to kill creativity. Mark my words. Mark my words for the future, in the near future, not for future, in the near future. We are going to see the results. AI generated images tools, AI generative tools is going to kill our creativity if this goes on. Yeah, that's the dark future that we're going to face, super friends. So beware. To me, that looks like Toei tries to appeal to the waist too much, but I'm a bit cynical in the nature. That's my point. That's my point. I did my conversation with a friend on Facebook. I tried to say to him, they made it like this. Maybe they want to appeal to Western, but they try too hard with it. They try too hard with the muscle suit. I like the clean silhouette, but the suit, holy crap! The suit is going to be very hard to reproduce. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not going to be cosplayer friendly like at all. But I don't know. but I digress. Japan uses AI a lot. Not necessarily, but not necessarily, but I've seen some samples from some of the AI generated anime. There was one AI generated anime that I refused to watch. But I only saw a couple of examples. Like two or three. Whereas in the West or in here, unfortunately in Indonesia, we like our AI generative image. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately. But mark my words, I'm still not using AI generative tools for my own. Yes, sure, it helps for making, for making caption or copyright on some sort. Yeah, like this. Yeah, tracking using AI or algorithm. That's fine by me because because I cannot afford such an expensive body tracking suit or motion capture suit. But this type of algorithm or AI is going to be helpful for independent creators out there. I hope this can catch on, but not to the point when the content itself is going to be generative. I refuse to do that. I doubt the design is AI generated. I think it's just it's a different style while still being based on the Double Riders look. Some say it's not my opinion. Some opinion says that it's suspiciously like a AI generative images for the concept art, at least from the concept art. For the suit building, of course not going to use AI for the suit building. No way it can do that. Maybe now. but we have our 3D printers now, right? We have our 3D printers, and the printing fabric, the printing fabric printing technology has become so advanced. As you can see, the suit looks very simple but really complicated if you think about it. It's a muscle suit with puffy paint textures. It's not going to be cosplayer friendly. They don't have the same heated debate about AI we have. I see local heroes using it all the time and they are just vibing. Really? Guys, are you sure? Really? Maybe hit me on Discord. Maybe if you'd like to share some examples to me. I'd like to open my eyes a little bit, Okay, I did say I refuse to watch some things, but I'd like to see some examples of by myself. And I'm going to judge of that. For just researching purpose and for some context. It's a shame that some local heroes now using AI. What the heck? Oh man, I'm not going to like this at all. Okay, Much from World 5. This reveal reminds me of the Ultraman, the ultimate hero, and it's not a good show. Ultraman powered. Ultraman powered. Such a shame because the design looks cool. Yeah, Ultraman powered is such a cool design, cool production design. But the execution, oh my goodness, because the execution just falls flat. Oh my goodness, this is such a shame for an American Ultraman. Come on. Okay, we're not going to stray a bit from our context here. Okay, it's a lot of comment. I need to read one by one. Okay, I'm really sorry about this for super friends. I guess Japan has slightly different views on AI. I don't know about this. AI should be a tool used to assist with process, not to replace them. That's the whole point, Tubaru. I agree with you 100%. I don't like the generative tools. I'd like AI to be our supportive tool. It's going to be supposed to be our aid, not for our replacement. AI should be used for mundane tasks like washing dishes, vacuum cleaner, sweeping our floors. Not for creating creative content. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to get some burns for this later on. Okay, I use generative AI quite a bit, but I understand. I still commission artists and everything. Okay, generative AI images can be used for reference, only for reference. But for content, I disagree. I disagree, because you don't feel the process anymore. You don't have the efforts and the creative process anymore. It's going to be so much instant, and that's going to kill our creativity. Sure, you can use it for reference, only for reference. Yeah, I tested some generative AI tools for generative images, but only just for to get the gist of it. Just for context. I don't use it for my content, for whatsoever. But at least the longer generative AI exists, the more it will inbreed and make itself worse. I hope so. Twins Hinahima. Oh, that's the name of the anime. The anime is good. But cannot feel right from about the motions. And also the story is so random. Yeah, because it's AI generative. I never heard that about local heroes before. I mean, it's fine if you feel that way. We can obviously disagree on things. We're only human. Yeah, glad we have some agreement and agree to disagree. yeah. If you like to use it, yeah, be my guest. I just don't want to agree about. I just want to use the generative AI tools for creating content. Because you don't feel the creative process anymore. Yeah, like I said before. Yeah, but mark my words. This is my only opinion. In the near future, our creativity got going to be killed by it if we rely on AI too much. Yeah, but sure, for using reference for your using AI generated image for your reference, that's fine. Because sometimes we can have art blocks, right? We cannot imagine the pose gonna look like the shape's gonna look like, how the environment's gonna look like. We cannot imagine like an instant. We need to have some, like I said, we have our creative process. We enjoy the creative process. It takes time. It takes time. And the less time that we can think of something, the expensive, the more value the art is going to be. Yes. Yeah, see our friend Kamen Robert Asmus. His value keeps getting higher and higher because he has such a brilliant skill set in the short of time. He's honing his skill to make sure that he can draw less time and with brilliant results, and that's going to be very high value, really higher value. Okay, that is going to be okay. This is only my opinion. So be sure to feel free to disagree with me. Yeah. Man, now I'm thinking of 01. Yeah, 01 tackled on the AI situation also, with the humanoid AI, right? Gear. Can't imagine. People are replaced by AI. Even the president or prime minister is an AI, and also people are AI. How dark the world is going to be. This is going to be, the Terminator is going to get real, fellas. The Skynet is going to exist. Aruto is right. AI is created to helping people, not replacing people. I hope when they show a proper trailer for Zetsu, it doesn't feature any generative AI. Okay, we'll get to it in a little bit, okay? Let's see some of the details in slow motion again. Yeah, the suit looks, wow, wonderful. I love the texture. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to mute my speaker because, I'm going to avoid the copyright strike. I love this silhouette. I love the clean silhouette from it. And the antenna, the fins, kind of looks like Vice, Vice's fin or antenna kind of look like. Okay, now this is the problem that people are talking about. The background is okay. The background really looks like an AI generated image. Look at that! Look at that jumbled traffic and the jumbled window detail. Oh my lord. Yeah, sure, it's for background, but at least the rider himself is real. And the temple one looks so bad as well. Yeah, look at that. It's jumbled mess. Oh man. At least please add some in paint on it, like a matte painting. Replacing the AI generated one. Please, come on. Replace it with a real art. Just timpa text kalau timpa text atau timpa gambar kalau istilah bahasa Indonesianya. Timpa aja gambarnya. Kalau misalnya mau nggak kelihatan AI, timpa aja pakai gambar bener-bener gitu atau pakai 3D model, susun gitu. Ini aduh, ampun deh. I can see why people say it looks like AI. Yeah, look at the traffic. It's jumbled. It's really jumbled. The cars all over the place, the people and the lights. Oh, okay. And the road is very twisted itself. Yeah, the road itself very twisted. Okay, now we get to the temple one. Okay, the roof. Yeah, the roof is the roof looks really AI generated feel to it. At least the exterior on the window looks consistent. Yeah, the window looks consistent. Oh yeah. Okay, my bad. I take that back. The windows doesn't look very consistent on the right. Okay, let's see if I can capture cursor right now. Okay. Here we go. Okay, see the window over here? Doesn't look consistent. This looks consistent, but this doesn't. And look at the roof, man. Oh my goodness, with the protruding. Oh, what is this thing? Oh my lord. Yeah, at least the rider himself looks real, and it's a real suit. Okay, I'm seeing the mask. Yeah, I love the eyes. The eyes look so Spider-Man, and Really looks like connected to the back of the helmet, as far as I can see. And the dream ball, it looks like a Pokeball. They said it looks like a Pokeball. Strap it onto the driver. The Zetsu driver looks cool at this angle. Yeah, I love the sling back approach. And the suit, look at the suit, man. Okay. Let's not talk about the background. Look at the suit. Look at the suit. Okay, can we I think we cannot zoom in. But I really like the textures, really. And okay, there was rumor that Zetsu used an American superhero approach with the suit, and they're right. Look at the muscle suit. Kind of looks like Batman's muscle suit with all the textures, you know, with the mesh-looking fabric and the puff paint material, the puff paint textures, the clean lines, the shiny lines, maybe like a Scotch light, maybe like a retro reflective material. We will get to it in a little bit. We will look the lines, the retro reflective lines later. Yeah, definitely with the muscles. Yeah, he looks like he's using muscle suit for it. This is not going to be cosplayer friendly, mind you. This is not going to be a very friendly for cosplayers and makers out there. Alright. Okay, the back detail. Okay, even the back of the head, even the back of the helmet. Okay, the back of the helmet itself looks a lot like Ichigo. Definitely a futurist Ichigo. Even the green shape, the green pattern on the back of the suit. Wow. Okay, from the back, definitely looks like Ichigo more at this angle. You know, with the green bits on the back of the Kamen Rider Ichigo. Supposed to be like reference to the grasshopper wings, you know, in Kamen Rider Ichigo, right? He has wings, but only on his, you know, his suit, only a pattern. He cannot fly. And we're looking at the same, yeah, the same configuration right here with the green texture on the back. Yeah, definitely looks, yeah, definitely, this is definitely a futuristic version of Kamen Rider Ichigo. Yeah, love it. I love it. Okay, close up for the helmet. Doesn't have any crusher. The helmet is just a plain surface, plain hard surface. The details going to be showed by painting. Yeah, by a gradient paint. Okay, that's interesting. I thought it looks like a mouth or a crusher, like a teeth from Ichigo, but no. The helmet itself looks totally very clean. Doesn't have any sharp edges on the mouth. Really looks like a Spider-Man. Definitely looks like Spider-Man at this angle. Wow, doesn't have any crusher or mouth. Okay, clean hard surface. Interesting. The gradient looks a bit strange but neat. Yeah, maybe looks like a crusher that riders always wear on the helmet, but only emphasize by the paint. Okay. Yeah, the suit definitely gives definitely gives a Marvel and DC superheroes costume. Like a suit from the MCU or the DC Studios suit. Man, oh wow, this is going to be hard to reproduce. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see that this design is going to be, very appealing for Western audience because they mention that for the first time possibly that Kamen Rider is going to be simulcasted on different countries, but only selective countries. Okay, I'm seeing the Twitter again. Okay, broadcast and streaming are scheduled to air in USA, Canada, Hong Kong, South Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, and Middle East and Northern Arabic region. for some reason. And Malaysia and Indonesia in Southeast Asia doesn't count. Even though Malaysia some months ago had organized a Kamen Rider official exhibition for the 50th anniversary. How come? How come Zetsu is not going to be aired on Malaysia, let alone Indonesia, right? Even I have Crusher. Yes, definitely, guys. Yeah, you have a Showa Rider vibe to it. Yeah, you have definitely have a Showa Rider influence on your design, and I love it. I really love it. I feel like I'm looking at the helmet without glasses. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to. Well, congrats to the friends in those places. Yeah, for making a history. Yeah, for the first time in Kamen Rider history is going to be simulcasted in global, but not so global with only just selective countries. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this shot is going to be my favorite shot. Okay, this looks like Adrian, but this shot, I really like this shot. The mirrors, oh good lord. Okay, the shoes, definitely not jealous for the broadcasting. Maybe who knows in the future, if we keep supporting Toei somehow, maybe we can have our own broadcast also, simulcast broadcast, maybe in Europe countries, or possibly more Southern Asia's country, right? Yeah, Southeast Asia country. Okay, Max from World 5. There was an attempt with Max Rider by Saban, which is an adaptation of Black RX. Yes, I know. And it wasn't really good. Then there was Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, an adaptation of Ryuki, and I heard it was good. Okay. Straying from context. Okay. Mars from World 5 mentioned Max Rider, Saban's Max Rider, and Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. I'm aware of those titles, and I did saw Saban's Max Rider when I was a kid. Totally when I was a kid, when I was a very little kid. I remember seeing it, and I didn't understand any of the context whatsoever. But the one that I remember watching was Dragon Knight on television when I was teen. Yeah, when I was teen or possibly in high school. I remember I watched Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. In fact, I have downloaded the entire season of Dragon Knight. Sadly, it's illegally because maybe it can be considered almost a lost media, and yeah, even the Kid Taylor actor said, pirate it if you have the chance. Pirate it if you want to preserve Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, because we're not going to find it anywhere else for the DVD. And there was a Japanese dub of Dragon Knight for some reason. Yeah, okay, Kamen Rider Ryuki was adapted into Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, and then Kamen Rider Dragon Knight was broadcasted on Japan with Japanese dub. Okay, kinda like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers situation again. But Dragon Knight was decent. Yeah, I saw some clips, yeah, and I watched some episodes. Looks decent. Yeah, looks decent. Yeah, it has some, some rough around the edges, when it comes to the splicing with the original source material, but it looks tidy. It looks tidy and looks decent. Even some of the original footage stunts, they even made 2 special bikes for this show for Dragon Knight. 2 special bikes for Ryuki, for Dragon Knight and Wing Knight. And those 2 bikes look very cool. And yeah, I definitely want to watch Dragon Knight when I have the chance, because I have it now illegally, unfortunately, but I have the whole season, and I have the games also on my Nintendo Wii, sorry. But I don't have any figures from it. Yeah, they are very hard to find. And yeah, Dragon Knight, if it doesn't get any preservation whatsoever, it's going to be lost media. Yeah, the Japanese dub itself has been considered as a lost media, and fortunately, I have the when I downloaded the whole season in video, I had the dual audio versions. Yeah, I have the Japanese dub, but unfortunately, doesn't have the Japanese exclusive opening song and ending song. Yeah, unfortunately. So there's that. So that's the thing about Dragon Knight. Yeah, looks very interesting, and it won an Emmy. Yeah, believe it or not, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight was nominated an Emmy award, and it won. Dragon Knight won an Emmy for outstanding stunt coordination, if I remember correctly, for stunts. And I can see why. I saw some of the footage about the stunts. Very good stunt coordination, I must say. Yeah, outstanding stunt performance. I believe it is. I believe the correct term for it. Yeah, Dragon Knight won an Emmy, if you can believe that. It almost gone, and Dragon Knight almost lost to time. Yeah, the Japanese dub of Dragon Knight has its own opening song. I meant, yes, that's right. Yeah, I told you. I told Superfriends. I told you Superfriends earlier. The Japanese dub has their own exclusive Japanese opening song and ending theme song. Yes, and it's lost to time, and and that is a lost media. I cannot find it anywhere for that version. I have the videos, but only for the dialogues, for the action, for the contents. The opening is still Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, together we can fight to fight, so let's ride. Okay, I tried my best to sing that Dragon Knight theme. Okay. Hey, he got style with those shoes. Yeah, the shoes, kind of looks like 01 shoes, sneakers style. Wasn't here something about Gits being adapted? No, I believe that's just a hoax. But apparently, Adi Shankar responded to it. Yeah, there's a tweet about Gits, Kamen Rider Gits getting an American adaptation directed by Adi Shankar, and Adi Shankar himself responded to that tweet. Yeah, if you saw the tweet, the name of the source was Kamen Rider Valen, so it's not good. Nah, it's not real. It's a hoax. Please don't believe that. Yeah. I didn't know that Japanese dub had its own opening song. That's neat to know. Yeah, it's on YouTube by itself at least. Yeah. People preserve it on YouTube. Yeah, as a separate video. Yeah. At least we don't have any copyright strike from it. Kylo Neko, new Reiwa Rider. Nice 3D model. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, tonight is going to be my experiment with my full body tracking for my 3D model, and it looks hella good. I'm going to use this for my stream, but not for playing games, because my PC, I haven't upgraded my PC to the highest specification, and if I use this while streaming, while playing games, it's not going to be very well. It's not going to end well. My PC is going to struggle, because the 3D software itself, requires very much processing power. Let's go ahead. Again, let me see some. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay. When I mentioned that, I'd like to see the CPU power, the CPU status. Okay. I'm seeing the fee. Okay. The CPU processing power only 30% and 12%. How come VTube Studio requires very high processing power? Are you kidding me? The VC Face and the 3D Post Tracker software use less processing power than the 2D Live 2D tracking software. Good lord. Wow, maybe I can do this after all. Maybe later on, maybe next week. Yeah, the only only high power usage that I'm using right now is only the OBS, of course, for streaming. Streaming takes a lot of background processing power, and my voice meter for separation, for audio separation. So there's that. Okay, let's get back to Zetsu again. Let's get back to Zetsu again. So I'm very sorry for out of context again, straying too far. Look at it again a moment ago. Damn, Karakida Hanto as the source. Yes, he's literally Kamen Rider Valen. Don't trust any of that, please. It's a hoax, man. Yeah, Pilzio, I like the detail on Zetsu's skin. Yes, I love the texture on the suit. They are teasing the motorbike, but I still worry that we will get only 4 or 5 bike scenes in the whole show. Yeah, there's going to be very much concern about it. Yeah, we're getting much fewer and fewer bike scenes. How come, Toei? Please, with a bike that looks like this. Okay, we're going to see it again. With a bike that looks like that. Come on, that's dope. That's simple but elegant. It's simple and elegant. It looks modern. It looks a futuristic cyclone, a modern cyclone, with a bike like that. But we only have few. We only have a few bike scenes. How dare Toei? How dare? It's going to be a crime for this bike. Please, don't make this bike sad for not using this. Please. It's going to be crime not to use this for bike scenes. And about the motorbike, I had some suspicion that the motorbike is going to be electric, but turns out no. I still spot or notice the exhaust pipe, so it's still the traditional combustion motorbike. Okay, let us see some of the details again. Look how the boots, not really boots, a shoe. Yeah, this is not a nice touch. Okay, now the lines, the Vice looking lines. How cool is that for the light up sequence? Yeah. If I have my theory, the lines going to be made of retro reflective material such as a Scotch-Lite or 3M, maybe some new fabric that I don't know that they develop. But how come that it can light up that well? It's not an LED, right? Vice can get away with LED stuff because the lines, the lines are thick. You can install some LED lights on the suit, but when we see some of the lines on the fabric, it looks thin. So definitely it's not, but it's shiny as hell. Yeah, it's really shiny. It's really shiny. So I suspect they're using some sort of retro reflective material for the lines. That's my theory. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The strobing light scene. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, we have a clear image. Yes, we have a clear image. Oh my good lord, he looks clean. He looks clean AF. The muscle suit definitely helps with the proportion, but yeah, as I said before, one hell of a pain to reproduce of the suit. I believe I have my suspicion also that Toei wants to make a hard living about cosplayers or costume makers because Toei is very protective of their own IP, such as especially Kamen Riders, because they have been catching some helmet makers in Japan, and even on some countries they prosecuted the costume makers. Kamen Rider costume makers got prosecuted by Toei for producing Kamen Rider costumes or props or helmets at least. They catch them, they prosecute them. So there's one interesting post that I saw in my Facebook about one of my costume maker in my country. He got an order all the way from Japan. So one guy in Japan made a costume order to Indonesia. That's very far away. I cannot imagine the shipping fees and the custom fees. He's from Japan. Kamen Rider's from Japan, but how come uh he'd like to order some commission all the way from Indonesia, please. But that explains it. Toei is still restrictive about their own IP, especially Kamen Rider. They are very very protective about the Kamen Rider property. Yeah, they have been prosecuting some costume makers. I've seen some of the news. I've seen. Oh yeah, one news made it all the way back. Yeah, even Toei proudly featured that news in their blog, if you can believe that. I don't remember the page or the URL. I regret that I didn't save that URL, but I remember on their blog or maybe on their news feeds, Toei's news feed, by the way, they are proudly inform us that they are prosecuted a costume maker, Kamen Rider costume maker, mind you, and that is sick, please. And I suspect when they made the suit like this is going to be very hard to reproduce, make a hard living for costume makers. Yeah, some of the costume makers that I know in my country really complain already about this design. Really bothersome. Okay, anyway. Kaido Neko, I use two PCs, one for streaming and the other for gaming, but I also use Linux, so unfortunately I cannot live without Microsoft Windows, mind you, because I still have some office, I still need it for my office needs. Yeah. But I have my laptop, so occasionally I use my PCs. I still use my PC for streaming, and my laptop for gaming. And for a couple of times when in streaming, in this stream, honestly, I had my laptop wired to the to the to the capture card. So I had my own setup. So thank you for sharing with us, Kylo Neko. But I have my own setup, so don't you worry. Crazy, the rider doesn't have belt. He has a belt whatsoever, some sort, but it's a sling bag. So yeah, it's kind of like a sling bag. Yeah, definitely looks like a sling bag. Yeah, sling bag is one way of or the other. Maybe some sort of new new modern belt. Yeah, it looks different and radical, so I love them for it. I think I'm still gonna wait for the full scene before deciding how much I like the suit. A bit more movement as such. Looks rideable. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Sylvester, glad you can join us. Welcome back. Yeah. Likewise, welcome back, Sylvester. Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, thank you very much. Long time no see. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I admit. Unless the exhaust pipe, it's only an accessory added to it for the design, but it's probably not. Given Toei for the cheap company that they are, I believe they still not going to afford a full electric superbike for their rider machines. Well, but they did use the Honda Africa, for the 100,000 yen bike, or maybe million yen bike, or the hover bike that the Revice used. My good lord. But I don't know. I really hope one day that Kamen Rider can use an electric superbike. For the sake of our bike scene, please. For the sake of our bike scenes, in order to bypass the emission regulation, if that's the thing. I don't know. It's only my opinion. Okay, verifies like scene. Yes, for the shining lights, right? Yeah. Like I said before, the lines look shiny, really bright and shiny. Look how glossy the lines is. The red lines are. Looks really shiny. Looks really glossy. Yeah, definitely looks like a retro reflective material, as I said before. Yeah, the coolest part. Yes, I agree. How's your back? I felt much better now, although I need to be careful when I need to do some chores or heavy lifting. And yeah, I cannot sit down for too long. I need to, stand up for a couple of minutes, once in a couple of minutes. Yeah, but I'm fine. I felt much better. At least I can get up in the morning without hurting myself. I think he's based on a mantis rather than a grasshoppers. Time will tell. Time will tell. In other pictures, Zetsu looks flat. This scene is much better because of the clean silhouette. Yeah, the pictures doesn't do justice because how clean this guy looks, right? Looks very clean, too clean, I guess, too lean and too clean for the silhouette. Wait until I order from Indonesia all the way in Canada, possibly. Oh yeah, I still owe you some maker names from my country. Yeah, I will create some maker names for you later on, guys. So stay tuned for that. Subaru Pro will never do such thing. Good. Good to hear you're getting better. Yeah, I guess it does come with age. My age and my diet. Yeah. Some good news about my health also. I've been avoiding eating junk foods now, and I've been avoiding eating rice. Just a quick health update. I've been avoiding, I'm currently on a diet. To be honest, I'm currently on a diet. Maybe one of the reason that my back is not really good because how overweight that I have ever been. But in 2 weeks time, the last 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks now, I've been avoiding eating rice, eating junk foods, eating deep fried foods with flour, with bread. Yeah, I'm purely eating clean food now. Vegetables, even though vegetables taste like sad, as Uncle Roger's remarks. Vegetables looks like sad. Hiya. But no, vegetable is good for you, even though that they doesn't taste very good. But some of the vegetables I really like, such as carrots, lettuce. I like some edamame. Edamame can still count as vegetables, right? But I cannot eat broccoli. Too gassy. Too gassy is for my what do you call lambung? For my bowel, not my bowel, gastritis. I believe if that's the term. It's too gassy, not okay for my stomach. So I've been avoiding any soda. I've been avoiding any fat, oily fat, because I got some visceral fat on my belly and my bowel. So I've been avoiding eating those kind of foods again. So I'm purely eating baked, grilled or baked foods. Grilled chicken breast and grilled meat. Purely meat, not the deep fried stuff. Some soups, some soup broth. Doesn't use any SMGs. Too bad, but because I love MSG. And vegetables and fruits. Yeah, I've been on a strict diet, but I've been feeling much better eating those foods. Avoiding those junk foods. I don't know if I can feel it now, but I felt fresher on my bowel, on my stomach. So that's a good sign. And when my colleagues at work saw me for the first time in more than a month, when I was absent for a month, they said they said that I was getting thinner, but I'm still have some, you know, some blob and some edges, you know, some round on my curvature, but they said that I'm getting leaner. But so yeah, hopefully that works. So I believe, I hope I can continue doing this, and maybe if I can do exercise, but I'm still avoiding exercise because of my back, you know, my back pain situation. I cannot do any, you know, heavy lifting. Yeah, it's I've been avoiding it from my doctor informed me that avoid heavy lifting for now. Just do a casual walk, you know, like a jogging or maybe some bicycle. Yeah, that's the plan. So hopefully I can get more leaner that I can finally wear my physical costume. Perhaps stay tuned for that. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Follow on my Twitch. Yeah, shameless plug time. Yeah, but definitely, if this works, if this definitely works, if you support me well enough, I will do a face reveal, but not a traditional face reveal, a physical Falco reveal. So how about that? But stay tuned for that. Maybe for my upcoming milestone, possibly for 500 subscribers, or maybe 1,000. If maybe 1,000 is going to be, you know, unapproachable or too ambitious, but time will tell. I will do my best to keep you entertained, super friends. I really do. MSG for you. As much as I love MSG, I'm currently avoiding any MSGs at all. Oh no. Hiya. What am I going to eat now? Okay. Cycling is also good for exercise. Oh, Zero Online. Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Assalamualaikum. Hello, Falco. I have come back from Rad's movie Musume Night. Oh, yeah. You guys watched Gecko Kamen, right? The 1980s one is, if I recall correctly. Yeah, no Ajinomoto for now. Yeah, I cannot do very high savory food for now. I can only eat grilled meat, you know, grilled meat and grilled chicken and some vegetable salad. Yeah, salad and fruit salad. So there's that. Gecko Kamen and Uma Musume movie. Oh yeah, I didn't join you guys for the Uma Musume because I'm currently streaming. So yeah, back to the zest. Yeah, back to the zetsu. Yeah, Kamen Rider Zetsu. Wow, okay, looks clean AF. I like the silhouette, I like the texture, I like some of the details. Time will tell if I'm going to like it more, as long as they don't use any AI generative images, and I will stop supporting Kamen Rider for that. Okay, time will tell. Okay, it looks dreamy. Oh, and this is definitely okay. This is definitely the LED room. You know, the volume, as they say on the Hollywood. Yeah, this is an LED room. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. The curve. Look at the curves. Look at the curved screen and the LED on the ceiling. Kamen Rider. Yeah, I believe I cannot say that. Ashirito, welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us. Long time no see. I'm finally back. Or my back. I'm finally back. Because of my back. Yeah, that's a very important thing. The driver looks new to me. Yeah, the driver looks very radical. It's a sling bag now, not a waist belt anymore. It's a sling bag, and that is a very interesting shape. I definitely love the eyes. The eyes looks like Spider-Man. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that texture. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that sexy abs. Oh, good lord. Okay, look at that. Look at that pecs. Look at that shoulder. Look at that abs. Oh, wow. I believe this is the first time that Kamen Rider implementing a muscle suit for this. He looks like Ultraman now. Oh man, look at that sick abs. Abs. Falco, my friend, how are you? I'm feeling much better, thank you, Ashirito. Welcome back, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. I wish they shot a bike riding scene a la Kamen Rider Black. I hope we're going to get that later on, when they decided to show us some trailers, maybe next month. Yeah, next month probably. Yeah, hello, Sir Falco. Long time no see. Yeah, Photon, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Likewise, welcome back. Like Ultraman and Marvel Heroes, yes, the suit definitely gives Marvel and DC's cinematic heroes costume. Look at all puffy. Look at all puffy textures, puffy paint textures, and the lines looks very glossy and reflective. Yeah, I suspect that those are reflective materials. Retro reflective material. Retro reflective material, as I said before, as we saw in this shot. Yeah, looks like Vice, because I don't see any LED on the suit before. Those lines are thin, so therefore it's very reflective to the camera or to the lights. The material at least. Okay, wow, this looks good. Is this a repaint by any chance? No, this is new, totally new. At least I hope so. I don't see any reuse. I don't see any repurpose props here. Looks sick, man. Please. Oh my god, the eyes looks like, okay, the eyes looks like Spidey's eyes. The eyes looks like Spider-Man's. Definitely gives a Marvel superheroes, Marvel or MCU superheroes vibe, because they're going to appeal with they're going to need Western appeal to this, because in some announcement that they made on Kamen Rider Global Twitter account, Kamen Rider Zetsu premiering on September 2025 in Japan. Broadcast and streaming are scheduled to air in USA, Canada, Hong Kong, South Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, and Middle East and Northern Arabic region. For the USA, I believe USA citizens going to be very pleased with this, because they have been imported some of the Kamen Rider seasons to the state sides, right? With the Ichigo, Kuga, Gits, 01, Ryuki, 01, if I haven't mentioned that. So yeah, I think Kamen Rider is going to catch on America, just like Suburaya Production did with Ultraman, or have done with Ultraman so far. Because for the first time in San Diego Comic-Con history, Ultraman made an appearance. Yeah, Ultraman made an appearance, had their own official booth, had their official panel. I wasn't sure if it was a panel or maybe official booth in the San Diego Comic-Con hall. But for the first time, Ultraman made an appearance live in America. But I hope so for this. I hope so for Kamen Rider as well, with this new one called Zetsu. Yeah, Starman, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome back. Glad to see you. Long time no see. Okay. Whoa, he definitely looks badass. Is definitely okay. Let me see that angle again. Okay, that's a very good pose. That's a really good angle. Man, those sick abs. I cannot distract myself from the abs. Man, looks very some very great proportion and definition on that 6 abs. I wish I have abs like that. Okay, Starman 27. Yeah, once again, glad you can join us. And yeah, even Ultraman Rising. Yeah, Ultraman Rising specifically made for America, right? Even with the art style, definitely appeal to the Western appeal to the Western audience. Yeah, with the Ultraman Rising. Yeah, as I said before, this definitely looks like a futuristic version of Kamen Rider Ichigo, or the original Kamen Rider. So here it is, the title card, Kamen Rider Zetsu 2025 on September. So we shall see about that, Super Friends. I'd love to see that. And maybe for some quick detour, let me see about Omega. And for some reason, Retoman. Okay, so we're done with the Kamen Rider Zetsu, so I'm very happy to check that out. So next thing that I noticed is the special stream Redman for the Ultraman Omega support stream, because they look similar. Yeah, Redman, Ultraman Zearth got a special stream on the official Ultraman official Suburaya channel. But what I'm going to react right now, is the 300 million celebration video. Okay, I'm going to use the audio. If I really hope that this is going to allows me, because there's going to be some context why I love this video so much. I hope I don't get any copyright strikes with this one. Oop, I forgot to restore the playback speed.
地球のみんな、こんなにたくさんの応援をいただき感謝感激でございます。世界中のみんなからの応援。
Okay, let me replay that. Haha.
こんなにたくさんの
Ultraman
応援をい
Z
ただき
with the new generation cape.
世界中のみんなからの応援は俺たち毎日ちゃんと届いてる。
Congratulations for Ultraman official channel on Suburaya for the 3 million subscribers. What a great achievement. Doitashimashita. Arigatou gozaimasu, Ultraman-san.
La force de défense intergalactique vous remercie.
Thank you, my beloved Earthlings.
Wow, Ultra 7.
Wir hören euch, egal in welcher Sprache ihr jubelt.
Look! Look, Tubaru, it's German. Apparently, Ultraman Jack speaks German. That's nice. That's really nice.
Grazie. Tutti quelli che sono venuti qui
Grazie.
sono amici.
고마워. 모두가 힘을 준 덕분에 힘차게 날아오르고 싸울 수 있어.
All of them is going to be appear here. Even Ultraman King. Thor, Jonias, 80, Julian, Ultra Force, Ultraman USA, Greato, even he made an appearance. I wish Power has a line, please, come on. He speaks English.
Terima kasih. 3 juta cahaya terang dan kuat telah menghampiri kami.
There it is! There it is! Tiga speaks Indonesian. Yes! Yes, that makes me so happy. Terima kasih banyak Ultraman 3. Oh, wah, sangat menyetus sekali. Ya. Terima kasih Ultraman 3. Aku akan terus mendukungmu selalu. Cahayamu selalu menginspirasiku. Selalu menjadi bagian inspirasiku, tentu saja Ultraman. Inilah kenapa saya suka tokusatsu pada umumnya. In general, I really love tokusatsu very much. And the way that man, Suburaya made a trouble making this celebration video for their 3 million subscribers. Touches my heart. Okay, let's hear it again.
Terima kasih. 3 juta cahaya terang dan kuat telah menghampiri kami.
Oh man. Yeah, definitely fits the name. Urutraman Tiga. Tiga means 3 in Indonesian. Yeah. So that's why he's really fitting to speak Indonesian. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Yeah. Dan dia sebutkan 3 juta cahaya menghampiri kami. 3 million lights. Really reference for the 3 million subscribers. Really cheeky reference right there. Man, I love it. Yeah, I said it again. Tiga means 3. The number 3. Tiga. Literally number 3 in Indonesian and in Malaysian also. Yeah, even Zeus made an appearance. Yeah. Everyone grew up watching Ultraman Tiga when it was dubbed by 4Kids. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And it's Dinah. Yeah. I believe there was Mandarin and Cantonese also, or maybe Thai and Tagalog. We're going to hear it. Even nice. Now 7-1. Cosmos, justice. Ultraman boy. The sleeping god himself. Max, Zenon.
Asante, ushikama no wetu na kila mtu ndio msingi.
Asante, I don't know what language is that.
شكرا جزيلا فنواصل الانطلاق بقوة وحماس.
Oh my goodness, Ginga speaking Arabic. Ya ahlan wa sahlan, Urutraman Ginga. Let's hear it again.
شكرا جزيلا
Syukuran, yeah, Arabic.
بقوة وحماس.
Oh, Ginga speaking Arabic. That's the scene that you don't see every day. One thing I gotta say, Vtuber production at least did not cannibalize old suits and keep them in good condition, unlike Toei with Rider. Oh, definitely, yeah. But they did some repaints, you know. They did some repaints for the Dark Ultraman, right? Like, you know, for some instance, this one of the suits from Ultraman X repurposed into the Darkness Ultraman X.
Muchas gracias. Si quieres
Muchas gracias. Oh, Spanish. Hey, Ashirito, are you here? Are you still here, Ashirito?
vernos, pasa por aquí cuando quieras. Muchas gracias. Si quieres vernos, pasa por aquí cuando quieras.
Okay, Ultraman Orb speaks Spanish. Don't forget Kaiju. Yeah, Suburaya production tends to repurpose Kaijus. Yeah, Ultraman gets a little bit, but they had a lot of time. They had a lot of a lot of repurpose history with the Kaiju suits, unfortunately. Last year they made fresh new suits for Ultra Brothers. Oh yeah, they remade the suits again for the modern scenes. Yeah, for modern times. Okay, what's that? Okay, hold on. What's that guy doing here? Jagra! What are you doing here? Jagra. Oh my goodness. I believe this is the poster boy now. This is the villain poster boy for Suburaya, I think. Even the actor himself has his own podcast show on Suburaya Imagination and Suburaya Pro Livestream. Jagra, what are you doing here? He's a good guy now, right? I believe the term is a reluctant anti-hero or some sort. Yeah, I believe Juggler is very famous enough that Suburaya decided to make him an anti-hero and decided to feature him in here. Yeah, Juggler is a hero at the start of Ultraman Orb Origins, but he went through such a he went through many pains, what is the term again? So yeah, I forgot how to chat now. he endured some hardship, tragedy. That's what I'm looking for. He went through such tragedy, hard times, and then they evolved. He evolved into what he looks like now. Yeah, Jugglers Jagura. They were used for Retoman episode and Ultra Fight also. Because his own show coming up soon, I think, for anime. Oh, that's right. The Darkness Hill. Yeah, the Darkness Hill anime. Yeah, based on the manga and the live stage. Yeah, Juggler is one of the members of Darkness Hill. Yeah. A stray cat. Yeah, a good guy in a way, but yeah, he has his own ulterior motive, I must say. So yeah, a bit of wild card. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, really surprising to see him here.
Thank you. हम अल्ट्रा हीरोज हमेशा आपका यहाँ इंतजार करेंगे.
Rosoto Brew. Ah, the whole siblings. Nice.
Mesmo separados, nossos corações são só. Terima kasih. Kami akan terus menyelamatkan dunia ini.
Yep, there it is. The Malaysian Ultraman. The specific Malaysian Ultraman called Ultraman Rebuto. Yeah. I'm surprised that they call him Ultraman Storm, because that's what it means. Reboot in Malaysian means badai, storm. Yeah. In Indonesia we call it badai. In Malaysia, I believe it's called Reboot. So that's his name, Ultraman Reboot, and he is the specific Malaysian Ultraman, made in Malaysia. Yeah, and I like how Reboot can be. Has the phonetic word with reboot, because the design somewhat like a reboot of the Shodai Ultraman at some sort. He showed up in Upin and Ipin. Yes, I remember that episode. Yeah, I remember watching it on TV. I watched the Upin and Ipin special episode with the Ultraman Reboot. Yeah, I remember that on TV. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it again.
Terima kasih. Kami akan terus menyelamatkan dunia ini.
Okay, can I just say, so Reboot. Okay, Malaysia has Reboot. We Indonesian place has the tiga, because yeah, literally tiga means three in Indonesian, and he spoke Indonesian earlier. And believe it or not, okay, we'll get to it in a little bit. Later on, I will show you. So, Ultraman Tiga is the brand ambassador of our local internet provider. Yeah, there was a time when Ultraman Tiga was a brand ambassador for our local internet provider. Yeah, I will look for the video later.
本当にありがとうございます。谢谢你们，以后也要多多展现你的微笑啊。
Okay, I believe that's Mandarin, Chinese, or maybe Cantonese. Yeah, forgive me of my ignorance. Yeah, I cannot tell between traditional Mandarin or Cantonese, because Trigger here also is big in China region. So it's really fitting that Ultraman Trigger here speaks Chinese, between Chinese or Cantonese. I don't know. I mean, the voice actor that's speaking. Oh yeah, definitely.
Cảm ơn cả nhà. Tiếng nói của các bạn là sợi dây níu giữ chúng tôi.
I believe that's Thai. Is it Thai? Sounds like Thai. The prayer, yeah. I love to see the prayer. Okay, now this is a little bit of spoiler right here. Gil's arc included in here. So is he a good guy? I thought he was a bad guy in Ultraman Arc's movie. So if we're seeing him here, it means we have a spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. We have a spoiler alert, super friends. Gil's Arc, possibly a good guy? Okay, Suburaya, you have okay. This is a spoiler alert. Yeah, unfortunately, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the movie because we haven't got one. We haven't got it when it was first screened last year or this year. I forgot. But later on, next month is going to be Ultraman Arc movie screening in Indonesia also. Antihero, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is a spoiler material. Oh my goodness. Gil's Arc made an appearance on this celebration video. So this is very interesting. And of course, the new guy, Ultraman Omega. Anata to no, I don't know this kanji. Hakore karamo. Yeah, our bond will last forever. I believe it's Kizuna. Yeah, if it's bond, it's Kizuna. So probably anata to no Kizuna wa. Oh, this is not ha, this is wa. This is a particle. Anata to no. Yeah, anata to no Kizuna wa kore karamo. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I can speak a little bit of. Yeah, I can read some Japanese. I'm still learning. Our bond will last forever.
これからもみんなと会えるのをウルトラ楽しみにしています。宇宙の平和を未来へ共に守り抜いていきましょう。
Ultraman-san. Thank you, 3 million subscribers. We did it. What was that? What was that, Uncle Roger? Okay, I'd like to show you this. My context earlier. Bolt Ultraman 3. Okay, here it is. Okay, recontext. Ultraman 3 became at one point became a brand ambassador for our local, our country, one of our country's internet provider, or one of the ISP. So let's check it out.
Men, kok lu bisa internetan, men? Gua nggak ada sinyal, men.
Ya iyalah, men. 4G gua di mana-mana, men. Jangkauannya ultra, men. Waduh.
There it is. There he is.
LTE, jangkauan ultra luas, internetan makin puas. Bolt 4G Ultra LTE.
Yep.
Dapat 4G terus? Apa nggak boros, men?
Ya enggak lah. Ultra LTE, hematnya ultra, men.
Luar biasa, internetnya luar biasa.
Yep, there it is. Okay, let's see it again. Let's see it again. It's too fast. Doesn't have any break or something. Doesn't have any black break or something.
Ya iyalah, men. 4G gua di mana-mana, men.
So for translating, the guy lamented that they didn't get. So the guy on the left, the guy on the left didn't get any signal. How come that you have a signal? Said the left guy to the right guy. Yeah, of course. I'm using the provider. The coverage is ultra, man. So that's the joke. That's the joke. The signal coverage is ultra, man.
Men, jangkauannya ultra, men.
Waduh. Bolt 4G Ultra LTE, jangkauan ultra luas, internetan makin puas. Bolt 4G Ultra LTE. Dapat 4G terus? Apa nggak boros, men?
Ya enggak lah. Ultra LTE, hematnya ultra, men.
Luar biasa, internetnya.
Okay, you can see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there it is. The very bottom right, it reads, copyright 1996 Tsuburaya production. So it's legit. Yeah, so it's legit. Yeah, forgive me if I obscured the copyright the copyright information on the lower right, the bottom right. I mean, yeah, it's official, and there was a meet and greet event by the provider, and this suit, you know, Ultraman 3 in suit came to my hometown one day, and I was so happy. I was so happy at the time. Okay, maybe in the next time I will show that photo. I will look for the photo again, and I will, you know, censor my head and body, replace it with Falco, because I legit met Ultraman 3 in suit, and it was long time ago when I was in college. Yeah, when I was in college, Ultraman 3 came to my hometown for a meet and greet event. So whoa, okay, you cannot imagine how explosive I am with joy back then. Yeah, sadly there wasn't any video because the video is restricted. Yeah, we didn't get allowed to take videos, but photos okay, but videos don't. Yeah, videos didn't allowed. Yeah, videos aren't allowed, but for photos it's okay. I believe I still have the photos. Okay, let's see the other. There it is. Some other commercials.
Kan Ultra LTE, hematnya Ultraman.
Yeah, okay. The translation context. So the previous guy, now it's on the right, lamented that his mobile data plan is very, you know, expensive and very not really generous with the data. So how come that you're not so, you know, boros apa bahasa Inggrisnya saya lupa. Okay, boros apa bahasa Inggrisnya saya lupa. Boros, wasteful. Yeah, wasteful or lavish, I believe. Yeah, let's just call it wasteful. Yeah, how come your mobile plan just stay, you know, not to be very wasteful with your mobile data? Yeah.
Itu pan mulu, emang nggak boros men. Kan Ultra LTE, hematnya Ultraman.
Ya, Ultraman.
4G Ultra LTE, paket data ultra hemat, gak bikin kantong sekarang. Bolt 4G Ultra LTE, orang biasa, internetnya luar biasa.
Hello there, my name is Sixo, but more on that.
Wait. I clicked the wrong one. Oh yeah, let me see the tag. Yeah. Let's see the tag again. Yeah. The tagline is orang biasa, internetnya luar biasa. Okay, the Sylvester provide the translation: ordinary people, extraordinary internet. I give up. I don't think I'll get it. Yeah, the joke is for Indonesian only. So sadly, yeah, I did try my best to, to give some context. Yeah, to give some context of the commercial. Yeah, basically the commercial tried to market that the mobile data plan is very efficient. Yeah, efficient with the data plan and with good signal coverage and with very good speed. Very good internet bandwidth speed. Yeah. Okay. Let me see the other. Okay. Some more commercial. It's 2016. It's 2016. Almost 10 years ago. What the heck? Yeah, this was me back in college. Back in college. This was when I was in college. Yeah. Oh, I meant I don't think I'll figure out what the German voice actor was for Jet. I see. Yeah. I'm sorry for the misinterpretation. Yeah. Ultraman Jack earlier spoke German. That's nice, right?
Men, internet lu kencang amat, men. Ultra LTE, speednya Ultraman.
Waduh, Bolt 4G Ultra LTE, internet ultra cepat, streaming gak berat, download secepat kilat. Bolt 4G Ultra LTE,
Kencengnya sih kenceng banget, tapi boros gak men? Ya enggak lah, Ultra LTE hematnya Ultraman.
Orang biasa, internetnya luar biasa.
Man, I love these commercials. But okay. Okay, so yeah. So that's awesome, right? So, but let me tell you some devastating news about the provider. You know, the provider called Bolt. Yeah, the name of the internet provider was called Bolt. Yeah, 4G Bolt. Okay, so here's some devastating news. The Bolt went out of business. Was he saying Ultraman or Ultraman? G-nya Ultraman, ya kan? Gitu kan? Ultraman kan? Yeah. Yeah, so that is the sick joke or sick punchline that the provider, the Bolt, went out of business years ago. They're gone. They didn't exist now. So what was the point of this commercial other than for some preservation? Yeah, I'm still happy. I'm still happy with what we got here. And believe me, I used to subscribe to Bolt because they provide such a very good service for their internet. Yeah, the internet speed, the bandwidth speed was good, and the signal was really good. I used them for years long ago when I was in college. And sadly, sometime, I believe it was 2019. The 2019 that Bolt went out of business. Yeah, and they didn't exist anymore. So really sad. Really sad. Even they managed to have Ultraman as a brand ambassador. That's really sad when you think about it. Tiga couldn't save them. Tiga couldn't save them. Yeah, I believe it's 3 years. Yeah, 3 years since the Ultraman Tiga brand ambassador campaign, and then in 2019, I vividly remember that I went there months before I got married. Yeah, I got married in 2019. Yeah, I went to the old Bolt store in order to redeem my SIM card, to jump to other provider. So yeah, when Bolt went out of business, they offered the customers, the subscribers, to redeem their SIM cards, to redeem their mobile data SIM cards to the other mobile provider. And I believe I still have one in store somewhere. I don't use it anymore because, our internet works very much better now compared to 6 years ago. But yeah, that's the sad story about the Bolt internet provider, the Bolt 4G Ultra LTE. They made Ultraman Tiga as the brand ambassador, but couldn't save the company or the provider. Yeah, even made some news. Okay, let's see the news.
Pemirsa, Bolt, pionir layanan 4G LTE di Indonesia, menggelar acara Meet and Greet dengan tokoh superhero Ultraman 3 di Bolt Zone Lipo Mall Puri.
3 years Ultraman 3, coincidence? I think not.
Ultraman telah berhasil mendongkrak brand awareness Bolt yang sebelumnya 52% menjadi 82%.
What? So the Ultraman 3 brand ambassador campaign works. He said that.
82%.
Okay.
Kehadiran Ultraman telah berhasil mendongkrak brand awareness Bolt yang sebelumnya 52% menjadi 82%.
Okay. So, what the newsreader said, thanks to Ultraman 3 as the brand ambassador, the brand awareness of the Bolt internet provider brand increased from 52% all the way to 82%. That's a huge leap, right? Yeah, that's a huge leap from 52% to 82%. Wow. Wow. That definitely works. But unfortunately cannot save them from the, some of the technical issues. Okay, this is... Hey! Okay, that's the guy in suit. Wow. Okay. Okay, it says it's Jakarta. Yeah, definitely. This is This is not definitely in my hometown. This is in Jakarta. My hometown is somewhere else. Oh, look at him.
Pelanggan setia dan pecinta Ultraman untuk berfoto dan selfie bersama superhero asal Jepang itu. Tidak hanya itu, Bolt juga membagikan hadiah menarik.
And I was glad I was so lucky to meet the guy also in my hometown.
Meet and greet diselenggarakan sebagai bentuk apresiasi bagi pelanggan atas
Direct translation Ultraman 3 3 in number. Yeah, 3 in number. Wait, Spatium Kosen. Oh man, this takes me back. This takes me back when this is the device that I used. They came with the mobile Wi-Fi device. Yeah, mobile router. I believe that's still the term. Yeah. I used to use this a lot. This was my device back then in my college years. Come on, this takes me back.
From back to January this year. After that, our brand awareness improved a lot, from 50% to 80%. But we never arrange this kind of event that customer can meet Ultraman itself. So
Gajah Mada Plaza. Buset, di Gajah Mada Plaza ternyata.
occasion that they can meet with Ultraman, real Ultraman from Japan.
Sementara itu, kehadiran Ultraman 3 disambut antusias para pelanggan Bolt. Pasalnya, Ultraman merupakan sosok superhero yang sudah melekat di benak masyarakat. Selain
Wow.
itu, berbagai door prize yang diberikan Bolt semakin menambah kegembiraan para pelanggan.
Senang sekali, lumayan dapat 3 giga.
Acara hari ini kan bakal
Gimana tanggapannya? That's the price. That's the price back then. Only a free 3 gigabytes mobile data plan. That was the price back then. A free 3 gigabytes mobile data plan. Oh wow, this was almost 10 years ago. But 3 gigabytes at that time was definitely a lot. Yeah, compared to nowadays, right? 3 gigabytes was a lot back then.
Kenapa nih, tertarik nggak sama Ultraman ya? Nonton Ultraman dulu.
Iya, nonton. Suka kartun.
Suka kartun pala.
Iya. Lumayan bisa selfie terus ditunjukkan ke teman-teman ya.
Really no coincidence with the 3, yeah.
Secara komersial,
Lipo Mall Puri, wow.
2014 dengan merek dagang Bolt Super 4G LTE.
Man,
Sebagai
this is so nostalgic.
pionir dan pertama di Indonesia, Bolt secara konsisten menyediakan layanan mobile internet berkualitas dengan kecepatan tinggi dan tarif yang terjangkau. Bolt merupakan anggota Global TD-LTD Initiative yang berkomitmen untuk menyediakan layanan internet nirkabel pita lebar terbaik dan inovatif. Tim Liputan Berita 1 Jakarta.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. I guess back then 3 gigabytes was pretty notable. Yeah, because this is still a thing in Indonesia. We still struggle. We're still struggling with internet infrastructure. You know, the providers themselves provide great services, but it's still overshadowed with the physical infrastructures all over the country, because Indonesia is really big. So in order to cover every cook and cranny all the way from Sabang to Merauke, all the way, very hard to do. Yeah, I mean, the marketing would probably have worked on me back then if it was in Germany. Yo, definitely, right? Yeah, the brand awareness. Okay, the brand awareness itself, right? The 52% all the way to 82%. How crazy. Yeah. That's a huge impact. Okay. I believe now this is the time that we all have. Now I have some discomfort on my seat already. I can't believe I have been up for 3 hours now. Okay, so maybe for the closing segments, I will be right back after these messages. Yeah, okay, I'm back to the room. Yeah, okay, I'm back to the room. Okay. Once again, this tonight is a very fun stream. Test stream. Yeah, this is supposed to be a test stream, but I went all the way on fire right now because yeah, I miss doing this. And I miss meeting a lot of you guys. I really do. I really appreciate it really appreciate you coming on this humble channel that I'm still trying so hard to improve all of my content so far, and I really hope that I can realize all of my dream using this tokusatsu persona that I currently have. But yeah, I hope we can have more fun and great things together. We need to build some, I gotta build my own brand awareness. What won't you say? my own intellectual property awareness. So yeah, this is what I'm still working to do till this day. Miss watching your stream too. Thank you very much, Sylvester. Yeah, likewise. Yeah, miss meeting you, super friends. I really do. Have a good rest then, Falco. You're doing great, brother. More than I ever could. Likewise, same goes to you too, guys. I hope you have what you're looking for also, and I hope we can achieve greatness together someday. Okay, it has been a very cool, very great 3 hours, and I cannot believe I can sit for 3 hours, but no more than that. So one more recap thing, one more re-announcement again, that I'm going to have my stage debut next week on Toku Boom local tokusatsu community event or convention, specifically on the Saturday 12th July. So be sure to stay tuned. So I cannot promise big, but I'm working a solution if I can have a coverage to that event, because I really want to show you what we will do next week. So stay tuned for that, and like always, be sure to support my humble channel over here at Falco the Redwing Hero on YouTube and Falco aka Taka on the Twitch. Like, comment, subscribe, and give it a follow. If you like to send your funds on all the way from the other side of the world, be sure to check my Ko-fi account, which is right here. Support me at ko-fi.com/falcoair aka Taka, and perhaps maybe I'm considering to open a throne account also, if the need shall be arise. But until then, I'm still accepting some donation through Traktir in Indonesia. Kalau di Indonesia saya masih buka akun Traktir, dan kalau dari internasional saya masih buka akun, oh my goodness. Oh ya, saya ulangi lagi, kalau di internasional saya buka akun Ko-fi. 10 bits, yeah, guys, just cheer me with 10 bits. Thank you very much. You're too kind, guys. I'm very thankful from the bottom of my heart. in spirit. Yeah, in spirit. Thank you so much for the bits. I'm afraid that, but I'm afraid, yeah, with the bits supposed to be activated by armor power up, but yeah, but the alert itself only works on my live 2D model, so I haven't prepared for the 3D model yet, so I'm still need preparing for some new assets. So there's that. Yeah. Do consider supporting Falco through either Coffee, Traktir, or even through Twitch. Thank you very much to Baru, my moderator, as always. Oh, no problem. Yeah, thank you guys, and yeah, have a good night rest, super friends. This is Falco signing out. Otsukare, also Falco, otsukare sama deshita. Arigatou gozaimashita. Arigatou gozaimashita. Stay safe. Yeah, until next time, stay safe and stay vigilant, super friends. Yeah, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourself and have a good night's rest for tonight. Until we meet again. Oh yeah. Yeah. Almost forgot. Be sure to stay true. Be sure to stay true all the way to the credits, because we're going to rate someone over the credit scene. Yeah, as always. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Tubaru. Yeah, as always. Thank you very much. You too rest as well. Yeah, thank you, Sylvester. Have a good night's rest as well. Okay, here we go. I'll see you next time, super friends. Bye bye. This is redwing Falco. Okay, who can we rate at this hour? Any guy we know? Or any someone? Not any guy. Any someone. Okay, how about her? Boca the Dragon. Okay. Get ready, super friends. I'm starting the unable to rate. Oh, okay, how peculiar. How about Sierra Muniva? Okay. Oh, in Indonesian VTuber. Okay, let's go. Let's rate her. Okay, getting ready, super friends. Stay until the credit scene. Really appreciate it. Okay, we have. Do we have everyone? Okay, we have everyone, right? 5 viewers rating in 1 minute, and I'm commencing the rating right now. So I'll see you next time, super friends. Bye bye.